hopefully you guys can hear me. This is a food for thought that has literally popped into my mind as I'm driving back home. I'm on a 3-hour drive back home. I frequently make this commute of 3 hours, and this is the first time that I've actually had like a food for thought pop into my mind as I'm driving. So I'm definitely going to be speaking to you guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please leave a like if you hear something that resonates, and let me just get started. So recently I feel as though there's been a theme of having backed up assignments, spiritual assignments that have been, sort of unfinished, or they've been piling up. And as I am doing the shadow work, as I am pushing through, as I'm going through my, evolution phases for myself, and really just growing as a person and coming to terms with certain things that I want as a person, and certain things that I need to correct as a person, and certain things that need to be nurtured in my life. I've noticed that for some reason I used to think it's only one thing that you have to accomplish within your life, or like there's this one big huge lesson. But in this phase of my life, I'm learning that there are multiple assignments that once you are doing the work, sometimes depending on what phase you are in life, Spirit pushes you right back into another assignment, and you can think, oh, okay, I finally got through this phase. That was such a big, thing in my life. That was such a big epiphany, or, that took so long, or I'm so proud I finally got through it. And as soon as you get to that point or that revelation, Spirit is like, boop, okay, time to start this whole nother journey of self-realization. And it's almost funny to me, because you're doing the work, right? You actually feel and you are aware, because you're presently working with Spirit. You're consciously working towards it every day. You have to laugh. You have to say, only God, only Source, only Spirit, only my guides, could, tell me, good job, you accomplished something. And in the same sentence say, okay, now you have to start this next journey. Let's go. Or at least my guides are like that, like I'm just constantly, but it's a blessing, because, depending on, sorry guys, let me get on another side of the road. Depending on, how long you were not working on yourself, or depending on how big the lesson is, right? You could have had the assignments don't stop depending on what your calling is and things like that. Like, the assignments are still piling up, and Spirit is just waiting for you to complete that the task that's in front of you, so you can get to the other paperwork behind you. And sometimes it's a whole file cabinet of unfinished assignments or untouched assignments that you have to go and start and dig through, So I wanted to let you guys know, don't limit yourself to thinking, oh, this is my assignment for life. This is what I need to master for life, because you'll probably be surprised once you finish something and you realize, oh, that was just one assignment. Like, there's so many other things that I have to work on, that I have to accomplish, that I have to rise to the occasion of. And someone I was talking to the other day, they asked me, what's more important to you, the destination or the journey? And I believe my answer was the destination. But my reasoning for that was because I always feel as though the destination or that finish line always moves. So you hit that and then it moves back again, and you have to do more things to reach the higher points. It never finishes. And for me, that's very important, because the journey is just life. Like, you're in life, so you just accept that the journey will be the journey. And I think a lot of people get caught up in the journey, but they don't realize that destination that you think is there, that's just the first one. So if you are so caught up in the journey getting to the first one, and you're hanging on to everything that's happened to you, and you know what I mean, like, you're missing so many other checkpoints that you don't even see them, because you haven't gotten to an elevation to where you're able to see that, the other destinations that are there for you to arrive to, the other finish lines, the other check marks that are there. You're not able to see it because you're not on a high enough elevation, because you still have more work to do. You have to keep going upwards. So this is something that I've been learning, and you know, it's really a beautiful thing. It's almost relieving to know that it's not just one thing that you have to master. It's like it's just life. Like, you just continuously go. And I don't think everyone understands that. And I do feel very blessed to be able to see that in my life. And I hope that if you understand what I'm talking about, you understand exactly, you know, that you're on the right path. That if you feel like you accomplished something and then there's more stuff for you to do, it's like, yeah, that's good. That means you have a lot to do on earth, and you know, you have a lot of lessons to learn. You have a lot of people to touch within this lifetime, or to, you know, encourage, or to motivate, or to be a lesson for other people, to be an example for other people as well. So for those out there that I've seen that constantly spread that energy of motivation, accomplishment, self-development, self-care, or even just deep thinking, being innovative, or just being themselves in general, and just having the blessing of having experiences to share with other people. I really admire that in people, because it means that you didn't get stuck in one part of the journey. You kept going so that you could have multiple stories to tell, and you're painting a very colorful life. And I think that's something that we should all strive to do. So anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope that you have a blessed day, a blessed night, and I hope that this sparks something for you. Stay tuned for more videos, subscribe to the channel, and if you like videos like this, go ahead and check out my Food for Thoughts playlist, because there's more thoughts where these came from. Okay? Bye.